if I'm not seeing like any sign of life, I will still give it at least a week. But if I'm seeing promise, I will give it closer to 2 weeks. And then we're rotating in creatives basically we're rotating anywhere from like 2 to 4 creatives in every week. So something's got to go after a while. So then if it's not showing promise, then it will just eventually get shut off. Yeah.
What do you mean by promise?
What do I mean by promise? So maybe it's allocating a little bit of spend, or it's at target CPA, but it's just not getting a ton of spend. Yeah, I think promise. So you can also look at soft metrics, which I trust a little bit less. But like, yeah, mostly just spend allocation.
So,
Yeah.
like, how little spend are you getting? Like, right, like in a day or a week? Right, I guess that's what I'm trying to understand. Like, before you're like, oh yeah, I trust the system's got this right, you know?
I would say it's usually pretty substantial before I like really trust it. I don't know if there's like a hard number I can tell you, but like
maybe I misunderstood. You're using bid caps for testing, right?
yeah.
But you're saying that the bid caps are restricting spend, right?
Yeah.
So if they're restricting spend, then is it possible you have an ad that like gets like $40 and then stops, or like what do you normally like see like where Peter's at?
If okay. Oh, this is such a good question. But generally if an at like $40 in spend is obviously very, very little for a high spending account. So if it only got $40 in spend, I'm just going to like trust the algorithm there and turn it off, because it's the algorithm is then basically telling me it doesn't predict that at whether it's my bid cap or not. It's saying that it does not believe that this creative can drive the purchases at my target bid cap, so it's not going to spend on that creative. So yeah, at at for that example, it would be shut off within a week probably.
Yeah, it's tough. Like, that's something I still struggle with. Is that? I mean, I get that. I don't want to get into it, but like it's part of why I don't like using bid caps for creative testing, as I think it winds up killing stuff before it gets a chance to, because it does it because of the prediction, and sometimes the prediction is wrong. But then it's more expensive. It's more expensive to test the way I'm talking about that.
But then you have that really strong creative that gets spent in the bid cap, and you're like, there we go.
Yeah.
Do you think so to you it's a stronger signal?
Yeah.
Because it's getting a spend in the bid cap.
Maybe. I don't know how much weight I assign to it, but
yeah, I know. I mean, I'm with Barry. Like it depends on the day, like which way I'm sailing on that. Honestly, you know, I know that I know like more money gets spent not doing it, not having a bid cap on it. But I feel like sometimes I'm choking it out. So I think some of it is that I don't know if you guys know, but I have a real dislike on any sort of cap. It's tough for me. It's like part of my DNA that I just don't. They haven't done what I want them to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And and because Common Thread pushes them, so I automatically hate them. I'm just kidding.
I wasn't going to say it. And I still won't say
it. I'm totally joking about that. But I do fundamentally like it is something that I have a hard time getting over because of like how I've bought for a long time. I just haven't used them as much. But the first time I was really open to doing cost capping more was when Mike, you brought it up, last year. I was like, let's do it again. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, I feel like it is a very situational thing. Like you have to know when the like right time to do it is. Like for us, it's because we have to control efficiency right now. while we're not in any kind of seasonality. Which, I mean, technically, I guess we could like just bump budgets way down, but then there are actually more days. There are actually days where you can spend more, so that's why bid caps are nice. Um, Instead of playing the budget game of how much can I spend, you know, you're controlling efficiency instead. But
Spencer,
it is situational. I do think you have to be driving quite a few of your whatever event you're optimizing for in order for the algorithm to kind of like keep up with what you're trying to do. Because like on the weekends, we really slow down. Like we're really good. Like for whatever reason, we acquire customers more efficiently on the weekdays, and then on the weekends it drops off. Sometimes it'll take like, I feel like if I'm really micromanaging the account on a Saturday, which is pretty rare, um, but if I'm really watching things, um, like on a Saturday, it'll take like some unprofitable spend in the morning before the bid cap catches on, and it's like, oh, we can't drive these purchases the same way we were during the week, kind of thing. And then it starts to throttle spend. So I feel like if you don't have that like good amount of signal, then that's kind of where, like at lower spend levels, I feel like they kind of don't work.